Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Wendy's Kooky Crochet Tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this really cute little mouse applique. I'm going to put it on a dress. For what you're going to need is I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, and I'm not using white for this one. I am using my black and red Red Heart Super Saver worsted weight yarn. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need a yarn needle. Again, your 5mm crochet hook, and really, that's about all that you're going to need for this. So how we're going to start off is we're going to start off making a magic ring. And if you don't know how to make a magic ring, then I will leave that, try to leave that in the description above. But I have some videos that tell you how to do it. So I'll try to tag those videos. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2, and you're going to make 8 double crochets in your magic ring. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, you could chain 3 and then work in that 3rd chain from your hook. It won't be quite as tight though, but it still works. If you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would really mean the world to me. I literally celebrate every time someone subscribes to my channel and like the video. Now we're just going to pull this tight to close. And we're going to slip stitch to that first double crochet we made. And I like to count because to me the black yarn is hard for me to see the stitches sometimes. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's our first double crochet that we made. So we're just going to slip stitch to that first double crochet. We're going to chain 2. And now we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch, or 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. So this round will have 18 total double crochets. I mean 16. Gosh, I'm not mathing right now. I will have 16 double crochets in this row. So 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. Now we're going to slip stitch to the first double crochet we made. Oopsie. And that chain 2 for me is not counting as the first double crochet, just FYI. I think it makes a big hole, and I don't like the way it looks when it does that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet in our first stitch, 1 double crochet in the first stitch, 2 double crochets in the next, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. And on this round we're going to have a total of 24 stitches. Okay, now again you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch you made. Uh-oh. Try that again. Okay, and so now this is as big as we're going to make this. You could actually make it smaller too if you really wanted to, if you're putting it on something that's smaller. So now we're going to chain 2, and we're actually going to skip 2 stitches, and we're going to triple crochet in the 3rd. So we're going to skip 1, 2, and then triple crochet in that 3rd stitch. And we're going to make 9 triple crochets in that 3rd stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more is 9. Now we're going to, there's a stitch that looks kind of hidden in there. We're going to skip 1, 2 stitches. We're going to slip stitch in the next stitch, and then we're going to skip, or then we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch after that. So you'll have 2 stitches that you slip stitched in. And so now again we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to skip 2 stitches, and we're going to triple crochet in that third stitch. So 1, 2, and triple crochet in that third stitch. And again, you're going to repeat what you did before. You're going to just do 9 triple crochets. Alright, so now you're going to skip 2 stitches again, and you're going to slip stitch in that third stitch. And now you're just going to fasten off, and you can kind of tuck that one below a little bit if you want to right there. So you're going to fasten off. And I'm going to go ahead and weave this in just a little bit. So I'm going to get my yarn needle, thread it, so I can go ahead and weave this end in, because that's going to bug me if I don't. Again, weave it in really nicely. And I'm going to weave that edge in too, because it pokes up just a little bit. It pokes up a little bit on this side, which that doesn't really bother me, but on this side it pokes up a little bit. Not that you'll be able to see it with the bow, but still, it does kind of bug me. So we're going to work this in right like this. See, I'm kind of just going in here, then I'll go through one of these stitches here. I'll pull that tight so it works it in. So there you go. Then I'll go back through there. I may even go up through here. So you just want to work these ends in really well so they don't come out. Then I'm going to kind of go over here and kind of do the same thing a little bit, just to kind of pull that a little bit closer. Again, the bow's going to go right over it, so you don't really see it, but I kind of like it like that better. Alright, so now we have our little mouse face. So let's tie these off some, work them in. This is my least favorite part, so I like to get it done early. And if you like what you're seeing, people, please subscribe to my channel. It really does mean the world to me. Every time I get a new subscriber, I'm just so super excited. So please consider subscribing to my channel. Here, same thing. Just going to kind of work this in. Go over what you've already gone over several times when you work in your ends here, so everything stays good and secure and tight. And I know black yarn is just so hard to see, guys. But just go around this stuff a few times, working all this in. Alright, so now I'm going to cut that off because I'm satisfied with how that's worked in. So here we got our little mouse face and ears now. So now I'm going to grab my red yarn, and this is just red Heart Super Savers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave kind of a long tail here, and I'm going to chain 10 plus 2. So 2 of them will be our turning chain. So I'm making a slip knot on my hook. I'm chaining 10 plus 2. 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 plus 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to go into that third chain from our hook. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to double crochet in that third chain from our hook. and we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way down, and that will be 10 total double crochets. We're going to chain 2 and turn. We're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way down. Alright, so chain 2, turn, 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way down. It'll be a total of 10. And what you're going to do is you're going to repeat that for a total of 7 rows. So we've got 1 row already done, so this is row number 2. And again, you're going to repeat that for a total of 7 rows. Each row will have 10 double crochets. Chain 2, turn, again, total of 10 double crochets. And remember, our chain 2 does not count as our first stitch. Again, chain 2, turn. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows done, so we have 3 more to go. Alright, so now we're going to fasten this off, and we're going to leave another long tail here. That one I'm leaving pretty long because we're going to grab our yarn needle and we're going to sew it up. So we're going to kind of fold it in half like this, and then we're going to grab our longer end. And we're going to sew right down the middle. So I'm just going through, kind of whip stitching this through here. I like to do a couple of them in the corners just to make sure they're good and secure. Get another couple in the end right here. So a couple there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it out like this, and I'm going to sew these ends up now. So it doesn't really, I'm going to have to go over this again. So it doesn't matter where you start exactly. I just don't want it to bunch up. So I'll start like this, and I'm just going to go right back down the side now. So I'm just going to go right back down here. I'm going to get into each side. And when I'm done with that, I'm just going to feed this through kind of towards the middle. Alright, like that. Now I'm going to grab this end and sew this side up also. That's why I wanted to leave both sides long. So again, just kind of whip stitch it around here. Alright, and again, I'm just going to kind of feed this towards the middle. So what we're going to do now, that's the back, this is the front. So we're just going to kind of bunch it up. See how it kind of bunches up right like that. So just kind of bunch it up as good as you can. You can, like, whatever looks good to you will be good. So any way you can bunch it up that you like it. And you're going to take this yarn and you're just going to go around and around and around and around with it. Make sure that you look at it. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, so make sure you look at it. Then you're going to do the same thing with this one. Go around the opposite direction. You're going to tie it in the back. So make sure you tie it fairly tight. Do that a few times too. Tie it like 3 times. So see, you have your cute little bow, and now we're just going to tie our cute little bow right on here. So let me see here. Let's turn this over. We'll grab one through, let's grab one through right about here. We're going to grab them in 2 different areas so we can tie it on nicely. Then the other one, let's grab it right about here. Oops, sorry about that. Scoot up a little bit more. So we got our little bow here, so we're going to tie it on. But I have a smaller one somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. So I also want to grab this and just kind of work my way through the yarn some too, so it's has a nice grip here. So I'll do that with both sides too. Grab a smaller crochet hook maybe, if I have one. Here's a smaller one. I'm going to pull this through here, right like that, and then I'm going to grab this one. Maybe just grab the crochet hook because I did not leave this quite long enough for my liking. So we're going to grab the other strand now, kind of work it in and out. So there. I'm going to grab it over here. Let's see, where do I want to grab you from? Let's grab you from right here. Really, we're just trying to work this in a little bit so it's nice and secure. And you can always glue it also if you're nervous about it coming undone. Let's see here, I'm pulling too much. All right, there we go. And I'm going to tie it again. Thanks everyone for watching my channel. I hope you like making this, and happy hooking everybody.